This is actually a little video request from one of my buddies. His friend is having problems with tetras and I think he said hydras, antispin flowers. We're talking about things like that. They are called antispins. And they follow the antispin theory. And all you want to do is learn that antispin theory and you'll be able to understand how these work. So, no matter which one you're doing, they are all antispin flowers. Now, how we're going to teach these is by doing some training. So, take one of your poi and make it go away. Take your right arm. I want you to start with your extensions. So, do your extensions for a while, get good at them. Loosen that up if you haven't done them in a while. Get used to doing those. And now we're going to start doing pendulums. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and work that. This is just your swaying pendulums. Now, as we're doing this, if I go up and I stop, see how it kind of comes back at me, right? Or if I'm on this side and I stop, it comes back at me. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take that, and when it comes back, we're going to dip it to where our feet are. So, stop and reverse. And when you go down, watch my arm here. You want your arm to stay straight. So this is going to be kind of awkward for you to do because you're going to want to spin it or do that. Don't do that. And we're going to do the timing for this. So if you can do it in this timing, then you're good. So you're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't go fast, go slow. This move requires you to go slow. If you're trying to like rush this or go super, super fast, you're going to screw it up. Alright? If you can't do this, don't worry, we're going to go a little bit deeper into this. So, we're doing our pendulums. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And it comes up and it comes down and it falls here. And you should almost be able to just kind of stop it here. If it was coming down, you might be able to stop it, bring that back in. And when it comes down, you're going to want it to come back up. And that motion is going to be you moving your arm down, oops, up, back down, up, back down, up, back down. If you have to hold your elbow when you're learning these, that's fine. But you want there to be no elbow movement when you're doing this. And as it comes down and out, aim to about shoulder level. Okay? So you want it to go up to about your shoulder and then back down. So up to here and back down. Up to here and back down. So I'm aiming there. And you'll feel this kind of slingshot when you do this. It'll come down, it'll do this, your arm will move really fast and it'll feel really weird. Also it'll just kind of like fling. And that flinging motion is what we want to hold on to about anti-spins, is it kind of throws when you're doing this. So get to where you can do this one after another, about 5 or 6 times. You want to make sure that you can do this. Use music to help you, so keep the beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This kind of swaying motion here. Once you can do this, you now can do an anti-spin pedal. So we're going to carry this motion, and we are going to do an anti-spin pedal on our right side. Give me just a second here. So out at our shoulder. And to do that, what we're going to do is instead of moving our arm from here to here, we're going to move it from here to here. Alright? And when we do that, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And when we come out of this anti-spin pedal over here, we're aiming above our heads. So, above the shoulder, above our head. Above the shoulder, above our head. And then let it come down. And you don't have to let it come down like an extension like I'm doing here. You can actually just let it fall. Or that sort of thing, where it just comes down. And once you do that, you are very, very close to doing your 4-pedal anti-spin. In diamond. Yeah, it's also a diamond. To get to where it'll do that. Alright? And now you're going to do an anti-spin pedal above your head. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you should be able to do this once you start your third one up here. Your arm is going to do this naturally from this to this. It's going to feel really good when you do it. The first two are going to be really wonky, and after that first one, you're going to feel it kind of sway into it. It'll almost become weightless as you do this one up here. And you want to make sure that you're coming up above your head, that way that pedal is facing straight up. And when you come down, so after you finish that pedal, 1, 2, 3, 4. As you come down, don't come straight down. Continue your arm motion here. Like that. And you'll notice that as you do this, you're not pulling your poi. Your arm is pulling it. You're not like trying to fling it with your wrist like this. You don't want to be doing this, where you're doing 2 over here and 2 over here and 2 over here. Don't do that. Do 1. Another way that you can look at this is that it does 1 rotation in each spot. You can't figure out the timing. So you're making a circle at each one by doing this motion. Right? Now that you can do that, you can do your 4-pedal flowers. So now you need to learn your 3-pedal. And to learn your 3-pedal, we're going to go back to that motion that we were doing before. And this time, we're going to do it at our right side. So instead of doing it right in the middle, have it kind of to the right of your feet. So right there. And while you're doing that, notice that your poi can still, come up over here. But instead what we're going to do is that when it comes around that circle, okay, it starts coming up, right there, right there. Instead of continuing our circle there, we are going to go straight up above our head. Right? So 1, 2, 1, 2. Oops. Alright? Get it to where you can kind of throw that up. And when you come down on your left side. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then as it comes down over here and it comes up again, bring it over to your right side and go back into it. And then this will be your 3-petal flower. Now, 3-petal flowers comes in lots of variations. A quick cover of them is you have downwards facing, you have upwards facing. There you go. Not bad. You have right facing. And you have left facing. Oops, that was not correct. And the way you know that they're facing is because one point will be going in that direction. So those are your trifoils, and those are your 4-petal diamonds. And then you will do the same thing with your left hand, learning how to do this. Right? And then once you can do that, and you can do 3 petals, right? You'll then start combining them. So this one's going to do a left pointing diamond. This one's going to do left pointing trifoil, and this one's going to do a right pointing trifoil, or triquetra. So you get this motion that people love so much. When you bring them really close together, they don't hit, and then you learn to isolate through them, and so on and so forth. Anywho, there you go.